All right, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto the Most High, His only begotten Son. Call Halayim La Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Werkak Radash. All right, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, root and teach well. Wa Baraka Thumb unto the hopeful elect. All right, today through the Spirit, I want to go into a quick video entitled Famine of Word and Persecution, which we're drawing closer near to those, because we've seen how in the past years you had the presidents pushing different things for misinformation and hate speech and false basically like false news and stuff like that. So we've been seeing that happen in the past years with Trump, right? And then Elon's been talking about that type of stuff. Well, guess what? We're approaching a new step because YouTube plans to use that AI technology they have to force people to have to put their ID to be able to get on the YouTube. So you got to put your actual like identification on there to be able to use it, so you can make sure they're basically saying that they want to make sure you're not too young to be on YouTube. Right, here's articles on it. Says YouTube to use AI to detect kids lying about their age. Live from Fox Now 2 days ago. YouTube activates AI age verification next week. What you need to know about it, how to get out of it. YouTube cracks down on underage users with AI checks, stricter content controls. So ultimately that police state, we're getting closer to it. But the reason why I named this Famine of the Word is because they can use this to ultimately come down on the prophets, and also they have the type of technology to where they can come down on people who speaking his truth, who are just speaking against their image of the beast. And we know what the image of the beast is. The image goes into like the likeness. You see it like the manifestation of it. And this is a manifestation of the revised Romanian Empire, right? And when you speak out against a lot of the things like the idolatry they push, you speak out against their the way they deal with their military, the way they deal with these nations, their laws and legislation, all this stuff goes to the image of the beast. When you speak out against them things, you see, it'll lead to them coming against you. Or you speak out against the do as thou wilt culture that's pushed out in Babylon the Great being America. When you speak out against two of the same things being with each other, when you speak out against a lot of these various things, it'll lead to you putting ultimately putting a bounty on yourself. Like they're gonna come against you, come down on you. You see, because you're speaking out against the image of the beast. And the beast is NATO and the EU, and it's led by America, which is the whore that rideth upon the beast. You see, so when you understand the system and everything, when you speak out against it, Salakia, it keep cutting off the dang on phone. But like when you speak out against what they're trying to push, then they deem you as being an enemy. You see, or they'll come against you, which they're getting ready to do against a lot of people. And that's what this is a baby step towards, because they already got this technology. You know, SpaceX and Palantir, you see, and all this stuff to like analyze you and shit, to know exactly where you are and track you down. And they're gonna be able to extend that with this they're pushing right here. They're pushing towards that police state. You see, which that's how the ancient Roman Empire was anyway. Which this is what we're nothing but in. We're in a revised Romanian Empire, coming in the format of America and NATO and the EU. You see, and the world is governed off of that system. But I want to get a couple of precepts on it. You know, let's start here. This is Amos chapter 8, because they're about to get us off the YouTube. Because like when you go into a lot of people when they're covering what they're doing, they're saying that they're going to try and get a lot of people kicked off of YouTube and all these different platforms. So a lot of people that's speaking out against their control, speaking out against their AI, they're going to try and kick your ass off the internet, which that's meaning the prophets, the men that's speaking his truth. You know, the Lord is gonna get a lot of the prophets, like, hey, have a lot of the prophets get taken out the streets. We ain't gonna be speaking this word for much longer, and we're just in the beginning stage of it, man. It's Amos 8:11. Behold, the day is come, saith Yahweh Bashem Shai, that I will send a famine in the land. That means a scarcity or shortage or something, right? It says not a famine of bread, but it says nor of thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh Bashem Shai. They're gonna shut down the word. You see? And that's when that spiritual ark is going to be closed up. Because the scriptures say, as in the days of Noah, so shall it be when the days of the Son of Man returns, in Matthew 24. Well, what's the similarity? Well, the truth is the ark. Having this truth, this word, this wisdom, knowledge, understanding, you know, that's you being in the spiritual ark. But eventually the spiritual ark is going to get closed. And then guess what's going to happen? The second death is going to happen. You see? Where it's going to be ICBM nuclear warheads. And then, not only that, it's going to be the chariots beaming rays of light. And then even when you go even on a spiritual level, Esau is going to come in like a flood. If you're outside that spiritual ark, you're going to be caught up in all these various judgments. But the main one is the second death, which is going to be the fire, right? It says, Amos 8:12. It says, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. It says, and they shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and shall not find it, right? So, hey, man, people are going to be seeking his word, because it's going to be all the stuff that the prophets have been saying, because it's already happening right now. But once it starts really affecting people like famine, pestilence, and all these various different judgments, people are going to stop playing games. They're going to take it seriously. When they don't know when their next meal is going to be. You see, whenever they getting attacked by Edomites, they getting tossed in people are getting tossed in Ema camps. Whenever stuff like that start happening, that's when people going to get serious. And they going to see it's not no game no more when they kids are struggling for that meal. You see? So this is getting ready to happen. We're in that time. And also we're in a time period of this police state. All right. Let's go down to this one. Now I want to get this, just a quick precept, quick little video before Jay got to get back to slaving. We're finna get ready to have the camp here in a minute. This evening. This is 2 Ezra 15 and 17. It says, a man shall desire to go into the city and shall not be able. They're going to use this Palantir, SpaceX, all this stuff to track people and make it to where you can't go nowhere. And that's going to happen after the word gets shut off. After the men that's of the elect get this word, the Lord going to shut the word down. It ain't going to be no more men speaking the scriptures. You see, it's going to be straight whatever you've got during this grace period. Whatever relationship you built with the Lord. If you ain't built no relationship, you're going to be asked out in that time. You see? So we're getting closer to it. The famine of the word and police state. Right? But anyways, Lord willing, is edified. I'd like to end it off by saying, call Allah Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Kudash, double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, root and teach well. Till next time.